One possible option for drug reform are purity testing kits. Now, these have already been introduced at universities up and down the country, sparking national debate over whether or not they promote drug use. Amber Mathurin was instrumental in bringing these kits to Portsmouth University.
What's hard is getting through to parents, because no parent wants to know their kid's doing drugs and doesn't want to know that the university they're going to is telling you it's okay to do drugs if you want to, because that's not the point.
There are a small number of specialist coffee cup recycling facilities here in the UK. Coffee cups are generally made with paper on the outside and a plastic lining inside to hold your hot drink, but that lining also makes them hard to recycle. Or you can get a compostable coffee cup, made completely from plant-based materials. A recent NUS survey found that 2 in 5 students have used drugs, which is worrying when you consider that a fraction of universities have these kits available. Now, the disadvantages are simple. Illegal drugs are dangerous regardless of testing, but testing risks making illegal drug taking more socially acceptable. I spoke to the Daily Mail columnist Peter Hitchens over the weekend, and he had a lot to say on the matter.
Do not pretend that that you increase the safety or the security of anybody by making it easier to sell drugs at festivals, which is what this testing does.
From the Winnell News Centre at 12. A British man has been sentenced to life in prison for spying in the United Arab Emirates. Matthew Hedges, a PhD student, denies the charges. He says he was researching the country's foreign policy. Matthew's wife tells us what it was like in the courtroom.
Seeing him shaken in court after being handed a life sentence and then being made to leave was beyond heartbreaking. We didn't even get to say goodbye.
Theresa May has told Parliament that the future relationship with the EU will continue being negotiated. The Prime Minister is off to Brussels for more Brexit talks later, as she remains under pressure to improve her deal. Now, drug purity testing was brought to some festivals this summer to fight overdose deaths. Universities like Sussex and Manchester have since brought these kits to their campuses. Mail on Sunday columnist Peter Hitchens is not convinced of this approach.
Do not pretend that that you increase the safety or the security of anybody by making it easier to sell drugs at festivals, which is what this testing does.
And now in sport, a kickboxer has vowed to finish Floyd Mayweather in their upcoming New Year's Eve bout. Tenshin Nasukawa made the promise last night after a knockout win. The bout is due to be the highest paid exhibition match ever. That's the latest. I'm Joseph Shaw.